Well, I'm trying to lay down in this chair. uh, it's rained and rained and it's raining again. At least I had one day to get out to the cemetery. I took pictures, sent them to the relatives. Now that I'm trapped inside from the rain, I was watching a friend of mine, I guess person I watch on YouTube. I call them all friends. Especially I've been watching them for years. She just made her way from back east all the way to Reno, Nevada. She drove right through Wendover, Nevada, real close to where I got that property. It took her 6 days to drive from Indiana, I believe it was Indiana, to Nevada. Could have done that probably overnight. But anyway, she took 6 days. Of course, that's the way I love to travel. You'd like go 50, 60, 100 miles and then stop. You know what I'm saying? Spend the night. Don't get no damn hurry. Go a couple 100 miles, stop. Don't get no hurry. One of these days, that's what I'm going to do. Oi, you're the only one that didn't go outside. He said, no, it's raining out there, Daddy. I ain't going. The pups followed their mama out. Little guy's over there sneaking around, see if he's hid food everywhere. Like a damn cat or something. Always having a fit about it. He ain't gonna find where you got your stuff stashed either. Little guy stuck his nose right through the big boy like, Daddy won't let you bite me. Now him and Ori, a big boy gets into it all the time. The little guy stuck his nose right to his daddy. You don't bite my little puppy. He said, he's bigger than I am. He's taller anyway. He gripes at him. Come on, little guy, jump over here and get on top of the deal where you can hide. Come on, Ori. Jump. Come on now, you don't have to look around and say, come here, you won't fall. You got 4 inches between one chair and the other, and you worry about falling. Come on, jump, jump. Come on, then. Forget you, then. Oi, little guy, you gonna jump over here? Big boy's coming, so Ori's, come on, baby. There, he made it. Oh, good boy. Good puppy dog. That's them. Now the rest of the pups are gone. He chased them all. Oh, living with dogs. You got half of this big fat chair. You can sit on your side of it. You have to be told that everything's fine. They didn't stay very long out there in the yard because it was raining. They run back up underneath the porch. At least they went off to pee. Baby girl was the first one back to the porch. She's like, okay, I did my job. I'm back. They all got a treat, even Ori. Memorial Day weekend. I feel sorry for the people that's camping in here in Oklahoma, because they ain't had nothing but rain every day. That was really exciting. I usually want to go after the big hoop-to-do's over with. I'll wait a couple of days and then go camping. Give a chance for everybody to get back and the weather to calm down. I like going before or after, and I'd rather go after everybody's left. I have camped a few times, 4th of July and stuff when everybody else is camping. On Memorial Day weekend when everybody, and I didn't like it at all. It's crowded. You don't have the place to yourself. You got people walking through your camp like, okay, like, okay, what the hell. I don't mind them walking through the camp as long as they don't mingle and start looking at the shit you got and picking up stuff and setting it back down like it's a damn garage sale. And my dogs just raise hell when somebody comes into the camp. Of course, they're underneath the tent inside a pen. I'll have to show you this year how I got the setup. They got their own little pen. It's about a 12 by 12. 4 foot, almost 5 foot tall. I don't want them jumping over the top of it and getting them, and then I've got a cover on top of that, which is about a 2 foot, probably a 2 foot space or a foot and a half, 2 foot space between it and the very top. So Eagle can't swoop down and grab one of them. Yeah, they ain't really visible from the air. I think if a bird swooped down and tried to get them, and I think it couldn't get out of there fast enough before they all attacked it. Yeah, that's the one thing you gotta watch about little dogs. Other animals can pack them off. Coyotes can snatch one and run with it. So you gotta watch them. A lot of people don't realize that. And I've seen wolves and coyotes lure a domesticated dog off and then eat it for supper. Yeah, they usually use a female in heat, and then the dog will follow that female, and then they eat them. Yep. There you go. If you want a little bit of information. Or you don't leave my side when he's out there in the wilderness. Nope, he'll sit right underneath my feet. He knows there's boogers out there. Of course, I make sure the pups are either inside or inside that pen. And I ain't very far away. And if I go too far off, I put them back in the ambulance and turn on the air conditioning or whatever it needs, heat or whatever it needs, and then I go do my walk or whatever. I usually take Ori with me, though. If I got the scooter, he sits on the platform or sits in the chair right beside me. Be like, I ain't staying here with these dumb dogs. He's something else. They got a sleeping arrangement, too. Baby girl sleeps in my driver's seat. That's where she wants to sleep. Big boy sleeps in the hallway between the front and back part of the ambulance. Little guy sleeps with me, and then Ori sleeps right there in the floor right by my bed. You can't put him in bed with you, trust me, anymore. He's gripey, he won't move, and he growls, and he's hell to sleep with. He lays out for a little dog, weighs about 2 pounds. He throws both his arms and legs out, sleeps on his back, and takes up 90% of the bed. Him bad. I don't see how you ever made it to prison. He won't sleep. You probably had your own damn bunk bed. You probably had the lower bunk, knowing you. And you probably run. And he won't take bullshit now. He will snap at you if you try to hurt him or something. I've seen people do that shit, thinking, oh, treat him any way he wants to. No, you can't treat Ori that way. He'll stand up for himself. You probably had to. Probably smuggling contraband around in your collar. When they didn't make you poop it up your butt. He's quite a case, so. He's learned not to bite little guy, though. I said, don't you bite my puppy. He fights with big boy, though, all the time. And then baby girl, she don't care about him arguing too much till she decides if they get to her territory, she'll whoop all of them's ass and run them off. It's like a mad woman scattered in shit. When she gets pissed off, they all run. She's easy to get along with. Yeah. You don't get over on her. When she decides this is her space, it's her space. You better leave her alone. And when she comes decide to say, get up next to me, she'll sit right on top of one of them. She don't care. If she decides to get in my lap, she'll go sit right on top of me. She don't care. She don't care if he's there laying down or not. She'll get right on top of him. Like, he'll move in a minute. I'm heavier than he is. I've learned these damn dogs so bad. I guess they're getting to be my close family. I spend more time with them than I do anybody. The graveyard looked nice. I should post some pictures. Everybody was out there putting flowers and stuff. I put rocks. I did put a couple of flowers on my grandbaby's grave, but Kathy, she gets rocks. She usually don't like flowers that much. They like a rock. I have to research to see what the hell that means. Military people now, you get a quarter, a dime, a nickel, or a penny. You served with them was with them when they died, or was with them when they died in battle, you leave a quarter. If you're just friends with them, you leave a penny, so on and so forth. You can Google it. Hell, I ain't gonna tell you every damn thing. I guess I got it on Google. I got every damn thing else on Google. Google. Look at my things falling apart. My earplugs. They're all strained out here. These lasted the longest and looked the worst. Boy's right here beside me. Pushing me over sideways in this damn chair. I need to clean out the refrigerators. Get rid of that roast. I'll chop it up and feed it to them. After I warm it up. It's only about 3 days old now. I got some other stuff I need to throw away. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I guess nothing. I could make some jewelry or something. That's what I like to either watch Netflix or create something. Well, I'm telling you one damn thing. Painting in this high humidity with latex paint or acrylic paint, water-based paint is hell. You have to use a dryer all the damn time. You don't need all that liquid that keeps it moist and liquefied. Your problem is the damn thing won't hardly dry up. Yeah. I sit there with a little hairdryer and take a hairdryer on it. I haven't painted in God. Well, I do a little and get tired of it and then quit. But I ain't really sit down and painted in a long time. And I ain't made a book in God forever. Almost 6 months. I used to go to the thrift store, and this is what I'll do when I want to make a real fancy book. I'll go to the thrift store and buy one of them old leather coats. You can buy thick leather, thin leather, whatever. Or you can buy them high-topped women's boots that's leather, and that's going to be my outside cover to my book. And like I said, you go from there. I've covered books in metal. I've covered them in, God, you name it. Leather, acrylic, sackcloth. I've covered them in all kinds of crap. But leather seems to be the popular. You buy one of them $20 old leather coats, or $10 coat if it ain't in good shape, or $5, whatever. And you can get a couple good, maybe 3, maybe 4 good covers on a book, depends on what size they are, out of one coat. I like to buy the long coats. Yeah, they're like the trench coats. Get more books out of them that way. Make a book of armoires. Spells and potions. And then get my calligraphy pencils out. Pens, or whatever you want to call them, calligraphy. It's a fancy way of saying pretty handwriting. And write the spells and draw pictures and do all kinds of weird ass shit. You sell them for $200 or $300. People crazy. Yep, they're pretty crazy. Yeah. But really, from what I know about the mystic arts, or what do you want to call it, should write one called the Blood Spells. Even God demanded blood sacrifices. How about that one? It wasn't only the devil. God himself demanded blood sacrifice. That's why he put his son on the cross. He demanded a blood sacrifice. Remember, he stabbed him in the side, and he spewed the spear of destiny, did, and he brought forth blood and water. Yep. They cried for water on the cross. They soaked a sponge in vinegar. People are cruel as shit. Sounds like it. I like to make children's books. That's my favorite books to make. Just make children's books. I bought a bunch of children's stuff to make books out of. They don't sell worth a damn, but you can't get very much for them. Maybe $10 or $15. But the kids really love them. And that's something I like to, I'm really not crazy about kids. As long as they stay a couple of 100 yards away from me, I'm fine. They make me nervous. I really don't hold people's kids. I ain't help my great-grandkids either. I don't like them piling up on me. Phew. We had that ice snow cone and popcorn day and all that stuff, and hamburgers and hot dogs for my granddaughter's birthday. I brought them all a coloring book and Crayolas. So we give them something to do. So they won't. Then they had one of my great-grandsons. He kept bringing me his toys, showing me his toys he had. He had plenty of them. When they're about 8, that's when you start seeing if they got any artistic abilities. Show them how to draw by squares. I did my own grandsons that way. My younger grandson could draw better than my older grandson. See if they got any artistic abilities. Be surprised. I hate to hear the word. My hated words in the I ever hate, and I ain't worried about cuss words or anything else, is I can't draw. That's bullshit. Everybody can draw. Just showing you different techniques and stuff. Yeah. Hell, I see some, what they call compression, modern art, or what do you want to call it? Look like hell, you can't even see what it was. To me, I like where, well, I forget the name of the damn art, but anyway, where it looks real. It looks like a photograph. It looks like the person. And abstract art shit. I don't like that shit. Never did. I still need to keep working. I've been working on that book, The 72 Angels of God, forever. My worst thing to do is find an interesting face to draw as an angel. Like Michelangelo, he took people off the street, and like around the Lord's Supper, he used people that was around the street that had interesting faces and used their face as some of the disciples. I like to do that in the angels. And I'm going to tell you something. They ain't no female angels. If you will. So all them bullshit with them female angels half-dressed, this, that, and the other with wings, they is bullcrap. And actually, an angel don't have wings. Told that to my granddaughter. And she said, "Really, Pa?" I said, "Angels don't have wings. Cherubs do, but angels do not." So all them pictures you see of angels with wings, that's bullshit. Angels didn't have wings. The cherubs did. They also had 4 faces, 1 face on each side of their head, so they could see all things. And they needed the wings to run back to God and think on you. Yeah, they told every little nasty thing you ever did. That's what a cherub's job is. Angel's job is to protect you or bring you a message from God. So they don't need wings. They visualize where they're at and they're there. How fast is that to move? Yep. I've read so damn much literature. People don't read now. They don't want to know. They just Google it for 10 seconds and they think they know the book or they know all about it. No, that's bullshit. You need to read it in a bunch of different languages that it was written in, even how have it translated. I'll give me one of. I studied Aramaic a little bit. That was the language of the day that Jesus spoke. It's Aramaic. He could speak Hebrew and Latin, which was Roman, but the language of the land was Aramaic. I like the Aramaic writing. It's the letters and a dot, letters and a dot. That separated each word. Hebrews just wrote from would be right to left. We would read from left to right. And their letters are just one right after another. That would be confusing. Hear him? That's baby girl snoring or big boy, one or the other. A little bit too fat, and that's what makes them snore. I've lost a little bit of weight. So there you go. I lost 25 pounds in 1 month. My doctor said, "Oop." He said, "You tried to diet?" I said, "Hell no, the food just don't taste good anymore." He said, "You don't like me dieting." But like yesterday, I ate after 6 o'clock. Let me tell you this story. I went to the cemetery and got out there and I worked for probably 2 or 3 hours. I didn't eat no breakfast, took my medicine, went out there, and then I had not a dizzy spell, but I couldn't see out of this one eye very good. I knew my sugar level was getting low. So I hurried up after I went to the truck, got my little blood checking machine, and it was 68. I said, "Oh my God." So I opened the glove compartment to find, I usually keep some lemon drops or lifesavers or whatever in the glove compartment or something hard type of candy. Well, I didn't have it. I looked all over. So I decided I'd go to about a mile or so up the road was a 7-Eleven type of little convenience store. I stopped in there, and I bought me a package of donuts and a soft drink with sugar. Because that's the fastest way you can get either that or orange juice. Now, me and orange juice don't get along with my sour stomach. But anyway, I bought me a regular Dr. Pepper, which is 29% sugar, and ate me a powdered sugar donut, and drove from there to the house. Well, I stopped at the post office, and then stopped at Dollar General, and then I think made my way home. Time I got home, my blood sugar was 278. Now, when I left, it was about 200. So the 2 or 3 hours that I was messing around with the cemetery, it dropped to 68 in about two or 3 hours. And then it went back up after I ate that, and I didn't eat but 2 of them little powdered donuts, so I knew better than that. And then I didn't eat till 6 o'clock. So that's what my doctor gets mad about. I really don't have hunger pains. I can starve to death and then never be, other than maybe getting a little dizzy or getting a little blind because of the low sugar level. I'd never noticed I was hungry. I noticed dry mouth more than anything. So I decided like right now, I don't hardly eat till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And he don't like that at all. So I got to figure out something. He told me to get up and eat a peanut butter cracker. Do my blood sugar, regardless of what it is, still eat a peanut butter cracker. I need to buy some, I guess. I got jars of peanut butter and crackers. I don't know. This Memorial Day weekend's been a bust. Rain, and more rain. Is that right, Ori? These poor little creatures. They depend on me. Can't die because I have to take care of your ass. Can't find peace. I slowed up making jewelry. Hell, I got every damn thing full of jewelry. I got to mail that lady some jewelry that I promised her. Well, I didn't promise her. She said if I had time, I'd make her something out of the stuff she sent me, and I said, sure. It ain't making the jewelry. I got to figure out what to put it in to make it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, some little box or something so it wouldn't get crushed. Yeah, that's what I'll do. They mailed me my blood strips in a little plastic bag. That's all the hell they mailed it in, just a little plastic bag. Oh, well. And it was shot for air. Okay. I made it big and bulky for no reason. I've been making rings. Of course, you need to know a person's finger size before you make them a ring. Most people wear between 6 and 11. Women wear between 6 and 8, maybe 8.5. Of course, it don't matter what size the finger is, really. And I've seen women with arthritis have a 10, 11 size ring finger because they had to get it over their poor knuckles and stuff that was all arthritis up. I got like my little finger, it's got a big knot on top of it. There you go. Well, you gonna sleep with me all day? He said, yeah, Daddy, I'm right here. It's comfortable right here. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to do a lot of things, and I just don't feel like doing anything. My grandbabies and great-grandbabies are in South Carolina. It and my daughter's ex-husband. They went out there to see their grandparents in South Carolina. Them people, they're sort of funny. They've lived on the coast, Corpus Christi. They've lived up here in Oklahoma. They traveled the Intercoastal Highway. They had a yacht. Lived in the, I guess, on that yacht for 2 or 3 years. Traveled the oceans, I guess. Crazy people. Of course, I can't blame them. Hell, all their kids are grown. And they're still both alive, so they're still enjoying themselves. They're quite a bit younger than I am. They're probably in their 70s. But they're still active. That's good. He's got Alzheimer's, a little bit of it, or senility or something. Like, I had a brother-in-law. He got Alzheimer's, and you sit there and talk to him, and hell, he didn't even know if he was in the damn room or not. I said, hell, like talking to a brick wall here. He didn't know if he was alive or not. He's one of them patients you could put in a wheelchair and sit in front of a TV and he didn't know where the hell he was at. Of course, my sister kept him at home. Actually, he's still at home. Talked to my great niece the other day. She's in Idaho. And hell, everybody kept calling me. I couldn't even talk to her. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Have that great day. If you haven't been to the cemetery, try to get, at least do a drive-by. You know. Of course, there really ain't much in the grave anyway. Like the Bible says, that the grave is for the living, it ain't for the dead. And there's no work in the grave. So there you go. Then you can rest all the damn time you want. Gotta go.